In a groundbreaking development that's sending waves through the American financial landscape, Social Security beneficiaries are about to experience one of the most significant payment adjustments in recent memory. While millions of Americans have been struggling to keep up with rising costs, a game-changing update to monthly checks is finally offering a glimmer of hope. What's particularly interesting is that this isn't just another routine cost of living adjustment. We're looking at a fundamental shift in how benefits are calculated and distributed. But here's what's really turning heads. Some beneficiaries might see increases that could dramatically change their monthly budget, and there's a surprising reason why this update is happening now, of all times. Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal exactly how much extra money could be landing in your account, and more importantly, what you need to do to ensure you don't miss out on a single penny of what you're entitled to. Before we dive deep into these crucial updates, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to bringing you the latest Social Security news and updates that directly impact your financial well-being, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Also, smash that like button if you're ready to learn about these important changes. Let's start with the biggest news that everyone's been waiting for. The Social Security Administration has just announced a substantial increase in monthly payments for both SSI and SSDI beneficiaries. This isn't your typical annual adjustment. We're looking at numbers that reflect the real impact of recent economic changes. For the first time in years, the increase is actually outpacing inflation in many regions, which means recipients might finally see their purchasing power improve instead of just playing catch-up. Now, you might be wondering exactly how much more money we're talking about. Well, the average SSDI recipient is seeing an increase that could add up to thousands of extra dollars per year. But here's where it gets really interesting. The exact amount varies based on several factors, and some beneficiaries might be eligible for even more than they realize. I'll break down these numbers in detail, but first, let's understand why this is happening now. The timing of this update isn't random. It's actually the result of a perfect storm of economic factors, policy changes, and growing recognition of the challenges faced by Social Security beneficiaries. Remember those headlines about inflation and cost of living? They played a crucial role, but they're only part of the story. There's been a fundamental shift in how the government approaches Social Security benefits, and it's largely due to something that many people haven't even noticed in the news. Think about this for a moment. When was the last time Social Security benefits saw an update of this magnitude? If you're struggling to remember, there's a good reason for that. This kind of comprehensive adjustment is unprecedented in recent history. But what's even more fascinating is the behind-the-scenes story of how this change came about. It involves a unique combination of public pressure, economic necessity, and some surprising political alliances that few saw coming. Let's talk about the numbers that really matter to you. The new monthly payment structure includes several key components. First, there's the base increase that applies to all beneficiaries. But here's where it gets interesting. There are additional adjustments based on factors like your benefit category, length of time receiving benefits, and even your location. Some beneficiaries might qualify for supplemental increases that could add hundreds of dollars to their monthly checks. But here's something crucial that you need to know: not all of these increases happen automatically. While the basic adjustment will be applied to your benefits without any action on your part, some of the supplemental increases require you to take specific steps. This is where many beneficiaries might miss out if they're not paying attention. I'll explain exactly what you need to do to ensure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to. But first, let's look at how these changes might affect different categories of recipients. For SSI beneficiaries, the updates include more than just payment increases. There are changes to income reporting requirements, resource limits, and even how certain types of income are counted. These modifications could mean that some people who previously didn't qualify for maximum benefits might now be eligible for higher payments. It's worth reviewing your situation, especially if you've had any changes in your circumstances over the past year. SSDI recipients are seeing equally significant changes, particularly in how work attempts and income limits are handled. The new rules provide more flexibility for those trying to return to work while maintaining their benefits. This is a major shift from previous policies and could open up new opportunities for many beneficiaries who've been afraid to explore work options for fear of losing their benefits. Now, let's address something that's probably on your mind: what about back payments? The implementation of these new rates includes provisions for retroactive adjustments in certain cases. This means some beneficiaries might be eligible for lump sum payments to cover the difference between their old and new benefit rates for past months. But here's the catch: these retroactive adjustments aren't automatic in all cases. You might need to take specific actions to claim them. One of the most overlooked aspects of these changes is how they affect other benefits and programs you might be receiving. For example, if you're getting Medicare, Medicaid, or other state-based benefits, these new Social Security payment rates could impact your eligibility or contribution amounts. Don't worry, though I'll explain how to navigate these interactions without losing any benefits you're currently receiving. Let's talk about timing. The implementation of these changes is being rolled out in phases, and your position in the schedule depends on several factors, including your benefit type and payment date. Some beneficiaries will see these increases in their very next payment, while others might need to wait a few months for the full implementation. But here's something important to note: once implemented, these increases are permanent adjustments to your base benefit amount, not temporary boost. There's also an interesting ripple effect happening with these changes. The increased benefit amounts are affecting how other programs and services interact with Social Security benefits. For example, some financial institutions are adjusting their policies regarding loans and credit products for Social Security recipients. This could open up new financial opportunities for beneficiaries who previously faced limited options. Now, let's address some common questions that have been coming up about these changes. Many people are wondering how these increases might affect their tax situation. While Social Security benefits can be taxable depending on your total income, there are strategies you can use to manage the tax implications of these higher payments. It's worth consulting with a tax professional, but I'll give you some general guidelines to consider. Another frequently asked question concerns what happens if you're receiving multiple types of benefits. For example, if you get both SSI and SSDI, or if you're receiving benefits as both a retired worker and a spouse. The good news is that these increases apply to all types of Social Security benefits, but the way they're calculated might vary depending on your specific combination of benefits. Here's something that might surprise you. These changes also include updates to how Social Security handles certain special situations. For example, there are new provisions for people who live in shared households, those who receive support from family members, and those with unusual living arrangements. These updates could mean additional increases for some beneficiaries who previously faced benefit reductions due to their living situations. Let's talk about what you need to do right now to make sure you're getting the maximum benefit from these changes. First, review your current benefit amount and category. Make sure the Social Security Administration has your current contact information and correct banking details. If you've had any changes in your living situation, income, or resource levels in the past year, now is the time to report them. But here's what's really important: don't wait for someone to contact you about these changes. While the Social Security Administration is making efforts to inform beneficiaries, the system is complex and sometimes things fall through the cracks. Being proactive about understanding and claiming your benefits can make a significant difference in how much you receive and how quickly you see these increases. Looking ahead, these changes are just the beginning of what appears to be a broader shift in how Social Security benefits are structured and delivered. There are already discussions about future adjustments and improvements to the system. Staying informed about these developments could help you make better decisions about your benefits and financial planning. Before we wrap up, let's recap the most important points about these Social Security updates. We're seeing significant increases in monthly payments for both SSI and SSDI beneficiaries. These increases are permanent adjustments to base benefit amounts, not temporary measures. Some increases happen automatically, while others might require action on your part. The changes include modifications to various rules and limits that could affect your total benefits. Now, I'd love to hear from you. How will these changes affect your monthly budget? Have you already seen any increases in your payments? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. Your insights could help other viewers understand how these changes are playing out in real life. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest Social Security news and developments. Remember, staying informed is the best way to ensure you're getting all the benefits you deserve. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.